Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Today we're actually going to be doing the Hall of Illusion, the limited time Hall of Illusion. I just wanted to kind of show you guys the teams that I use to beat these every time, because as you can see right here I already have all 15 stars. And these are really good rewards right here. These are literally like skill sub or gear substat reroll materials. This box right here gives you 40 of the ones that you can't lock any into place, but you can change all your gear substats. This one gives you 30 of the one where you can lock. Does this say I already have one of these? I have one of these right now? What the hell? Oh, okay. I have one of these? When did I get these? Okay, I gotta open those in a little bit. But I just got them. I'm dumb. Anyway, basically this one right here gives you 30 of the material that you can lock one skill substat into place, or gear substat into place, and then reroll them. And this one gives you 20 of the ones where you can lock 2 into place. Definitely save these. These are the best ones. These are the most important ones, obviously. And the 20 a month ain't that much, so like definitely be scarce with those. I'm using them a lot, and like seeing that I need to be saving them a little bit more. But right here we got the first one against Mimosa and this little like grass monster, or it's not just one grass monster, it's like 2 grass monsters. So let me translate this for you real quick. The missions are clear the stage, everyone has to be alive, and you cannot use Langris. Yes. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and go in here and we'll talk about the team. All right, guys. So the team that I'm using for the first mission right here is going to be this team right here. So as you can remember, I said everybody survives. Everybody survives. Win the stage, obviously. The first one's win the stage. Second one's everybody survives. The third one is you cannot use Langris, and just as proof, boom. Langris is somebody you cannot use. But basically with this one, we're going to use Black Asta to do most of the damage. The key to this one is killing Mimosa first, because she can revive the 2 allies on the side, and the 2 allies on the side have healing. Yami's here because he has just like good damage that he can spread out amongst everybody. Witch Queen is here to put Asta into that zone. Rill is here to kind of keep boosting our speed and letting us get our turns back a little bit quicker each time. But also the thing about Mimosa is the first time that she gets hit, until it's her turn again, she will be invincible. So you got to be careful and look out for that. So pretty much when you use the Witch Queen's ultimate and use Yami's skill to swipe those 2 enemies, Mimosa's now invincible. So you don't want to use your ultimate on her just yet. And you do no damage, so Black Asta is actually not going to heal. So I'll actually be able to use his ultimate the next time around. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed boost him. And then we're just going to ult him. Alright guys, that was it for the first stage. Now here's the second stage. The second stage right here, this one is like you have to fight a bunch of King Wolves. And there are, how many? Let me see. Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's 4 King Wolves in the first 2 rooms, so like 8 of them in all, and then you have to fight the King Wolf at the end of it. That sounded so stupid, but you have to fight the King Wolf. Also guys, random side note, for the anniversary there's like 3 pictures and it's talking about like, oh, or things leading up to the anniversary, I guess. It's like the 16th we get a new game mode, the 23rd we get a new event, then the 30th we get something unknown. But the picture for the 30th, it looks like the king right here, not the rest of the normal King Wolves, but this king right here. So maybe they upgrade the King Wolf event to where we get more Yule. I don't know. That's something I'm thinking. Or they just have like an event where they give us hella Yule or whatever, which seems kind of mid, but like low key, Yule is actually incredible to get. Like you need Yule for working on everything. But besides the point. The main point of this is the King Wolves are going to try to run away just like in their natural mission, but you're going to actually want to kill all of them, because when you kill them, you actually get extra damage buffs, and then when you get to the last room, you have to kill this King Wolf within 2 turns before he runs away. And the mission requirements are going to be... Oh, that's a much better way to translate it. You can't use Rill, obviously. Okay, my translator app would work and not black screen. Come on. Clear the stage, obviously. Clear the stage with 2 mages or more of the power attribute, so 2 or more red mages, and then clear it without using Rill. I guess they want us to use not Rill because they don't want us to stun the enemies, but like, can you even stun these enemies? I don't even know. I've never tried that. So guys, this is the team that we're going for on this one. The reason why I'm using Yami is because Yami, if he gets hit in the first turn before he attacks, then he'll let off a counter attack that'll actually do pretty good damage versus the King Wolves in the first few rooms. And his ultimate is a high damage single target, and his skill 2 is a high damage single target as well, which is going to be really good for the last room when we're trying to clean house on the last King Wolf. Fauna does really big damage, and basically you're going to want to build her stacks of hatred up so that when she gets to the last room against the King Wolf, King Squared Wolf, there we go, she can do her ultimate and get all the extra instances of damage that she would get from all of her stacks of hatred. Julius, AoE with his skill 2, slowing enemies down, and also high damage single target. Ultimate, Noelle has good AoE capabilities. The shield isn't really that important, and also Noelle also starts off with a counter too, so like any counters that we can get are always going to be good to give us that extra damage against those King Wolves. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Alright guys, here we are, and instantly Yami gets stunned. That is a bit unfortunate, but that works out just fine because we should be able to use... This is fine because Noelle getting her counter off is better than Noelle and Yami getting their counters off, because Noelle and Yami would have absolutely obliterated this wave, but we want to at least get Fauna's skill 2 off one time in the first room. Then in this room, okay. Ooh, Yami's hitting really hard. Okay, well, well, damn, Yami just killed him. Oh, but Julius kills, and Fauna can't get her skill. Fauna can't get her skill 1 or skill 2 in. So we're gonna try to do this last room, not getting Fauna's like all of Fauna's like hatred stacks, because usually in the last room you're gonna want to do another skill with Fauna to build up one more stack of hatred, and then on the second turn when the King Squared Wolf is trying to run away is when you're gonna want to drop Fauna's ultimate off. So let's see how much damage we can get with Yami, Julius, and Fauna here all together. That's okay. How much did this do? That was okay. That was solid damage. Then we hit with the ultimate here. One crit and then another crit. Boom. Fauna takes it away. So usually the way that actually goes is Fauna can get her skill 2 in the first room. In the second room, all the King Wolves don't attack. Some of them try to run, some of them attack, but all of them don't end up dead basically by the time Julius comes around. And then Julius hits one of them, and then Fauna can typically get her skill 1 out. Then by the time you're in this third room, you can get Fauna's skill 2 one more time, and then you use her ultimate, and then the damage is just insane. But yeah, try to get those crits. Those crits do make a difference, so that is another thing to think about. But that's it for room 2. Let's go ahead and move over to room 3. So guys, this is the one against Veto, Raya, Fauna. The theme of this one is you have to kill all 3 of them at the same time. If you kill 2 of them and one of them is left alive, even with a smidge of health, the other 2 will revive. Not at full health, but they'll have like quite a bit of health that you have to work back down. And then all of a sudden you're playing this stupid game of like Goose Chase where you're trying to get everybody's health down to like a similar point, but you want to use like AoE characters and just kind of try to burn them down all at the same time. So I did this yesterday. Obviously I did all of these yesterday. I have all of them completed, right? But basically the problem was, since I changed Asta's like substats, I haven't boosted him back up yet. Like he sometimes is like a little short on the damage. So after I killed Fauna and Raya, Veto was still alive, but it came back around to another turn where I just killed them all anyway. So we'll see how it works out this time, but let's go ahead and go for it. Witch Queen here to put Asta into anti-magic. Asta's here to do his spin move, swipe everybody. Rail is here for speed. Julius is also here because if Julius isn't here, Asta's not going to do enough damage to Veto, and Veto will indefinitely live. But with Julius here, we have a much higher chance of doing the proper damage to Veto and getting him out of here. All right. I remember the first time I did this, man, I was absolutely struggling with it because I just couldn't figure it out. But now this is like easy peasy. And always, so basically Veto always attacks one person, does a single target on one person, and sometimes he can just like one tap kill them. If he hits Julius or Asta, that's the most ideal situation because Julius can just revive, Asta can just tank it. Witch Queen might be able to tank it, I'm not 100%. But first we're gonna do an AoE with Julius here. Ooh, Veto's low health got kind of low there. Then we're gonna ult with the Witch Queen, put Asta into anti-magic. Then we're going to AoE. See, Veto lived, but that's honestly fine, I feel like, because they're essentially gonna put Asta, like they just keep targeting Asta basically, and Asta's gonna get put in a position where he is very low HP again, so I can just kind of like abuse the anti-magic kind of like damage buff. And we're just gonna focus up on not hitting the other 2, but just focusing on Raya over here because Raya needs to get his health lowered. Asta's now frozen, but they're not really doing enough damage to him. And everybody has to survive for this run, I'm pretty sure. I forgot to go over that part, but everybody has to survive. I think we'll look over the missions when we get out of this. We need Asta to get put below a certain amount of health. I mean, they're going for him. It's just not really doing much. Asta's a little too beefed out. Oh, okay. So next time Asta comes around, maybe he's low enough. Let's use this from real. Cool. Boom. Back into anti-magic, and then we just hit the spin move one more time, and then everybody's dead, and then we win. GG. Now, like I said, I changed my Asta substats, and that kind of like messes that up for me, but I still won. But usually I can win this in like the first like wave of turns. And the missions for this one are gonna be clear the stage, everyone survives, and then clear without using 2 specific mages. So let me look at the 2 specific mages and figure out which ones they are, because it'll just show us pictures for it. The 2 specific mages that we are not allowed to use, oh, that's the wrong mission, right here. The 2 specific mages that we're not allowed to use are these 2 mimosas. So you're not allowed to use anybody who can resurrect people, who can revive people. That's it for room 3. And like, guys, these are all pretty easy. Like, if you have Black Asta, these are all pretty easy. Like, literally, this one was Black Asta centered. This one's not Black Asta centered. This is like that one. But like, honestly, if you just have a bunch of AoE and like somebody with really good single target to kind of like take it over at the end, then you're honestly chilling. This one right here, Black Asta, very heavy integral component in this one. This one right here is also going to be another Black Asta kind of run. Now, this one, I'm pretty sure you don't have to survive with everybody. This one, you can't use healers. Healers are not allowed at all whatsoever, so you can't use the Witch Queen to spam. You have to use supporter, a supporter mage, and then also clear the stage, right? So let's go ahead and hop into this one. So guys, this is our triple supporter stack up. Basically, the only enemy is Yami, but Yami has a thing where you can do damage to him, but when it gets back around to his turn, all his like damage, he restacks an instance of something that either makes him not take damage or just heals him back up. But basically, you have to one-shot Yami. Everybody doesn't have to, you heard me read through the mission requirements. Everybody doesn't have to be alive at the end of this mission, so that's kind of like one of the caveats. Mars is here for extra, just an extra DPS to kind of like take, I mean, he doesn't really take the heat off of anybody because the Yami that we're fighting only does AoEs. Vangelis is obviously here to buff Asta. Charlotte is here to buff Asta. You literally just buff Asta until he's an anti-magic from Yami, taking damage from Yami, and then you just ult with Asta, and then you're all done, said and done, right? So let's go ahead and get into this one here. All right, so Yami gets the first turn in this, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Instantly hits you. You can see the weakest link on this team is going to be Charlotte here, but we're not trying to keep Charlotte alive. We're just trying to buff Asta from off rip, so I'm just going to go ahead and skill 2 it. Julius, then, or not Julius, with Vengeance. Then I'm going to ultimate with Charlotte, choose Asta as my target here. Then I'm going to use the skill 2 from Asta actually to give us total defense and boost our defense by 175% real quick. Charlotte barely lives, but lives that attack, and she'll probably die the next turn that she comes back around just because of the bleed. We're just going to do this because we don't want to waste Asta's ultimate just yet. Charlotte drops dead. That's putrid. We're going to use the fortified ultimate from Vengeance. Yami hits again. Asta's not an anti-magic quite yet. He has a counterattack right now too, so that's whatever. Mars, again, just kind of like there, being an extra tank. I could probably fit another buffer in here at this point, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I want to use Asta's skill 2. I think I'd rather just go ahead and just go for the clean kill shot here. But like, it's a good thing everybody doesn't have to be alive for this mission. We'll definitely get to a point where everybody can be alive at the end of this mission, but like, yeah, no. Black Asta is just going to one-tap Yami, and then we're done with that mission. That's all 3 stars once again. Remember, the missions are clear the stage, use a supporter mage, and then you are not allowed to use one of the 9 healers that are in the game. And then, guys, we have the final stage right here. This stage is against Heath Grice, man with the ice bars. Basically, right here, we have to, 1, clear the stage, 2, so everybody has to survive, and then you have to have at least 2 blue mages on your team. So let's go ahead and hop into this one. So guys, basically the gimmick of this one is you are going to keep buffing up Yami with all these different supporters that you have so that Yami can get extra like damage, extra speed, extra whatever, right? Yami is going to attack. There's going to be 2 icicles beside this man Heath Grice. once you kill those 2 icicles, your team gains invincibility. Heath Grice can't hurt you anymore. Let's go ahead and hop in here. You got to get lucky with the first turn though, and hope that he doesn't freeze somebody important. So cool. He froze Vonges, but Vonges didn't die, and Vonges was the fastest, so he's already unfrozen. Very good. So we're gonna buff up with Charlotte. Then we're going to buff up with Gauche. Yes! Both instances of intense sunlight ended up on Yami. That's absolutely perfect. And Yami got a counterattack off because he didn't attack just yet. And now we use Yami's AoE that swipes those 2. Now everybody on my team has invincibility actually. And I'm just gonna keep buffing Yami so I can get rid of this man Heath Grice as fast as possible. You can just see we just took no damage from that. If I had not killed those icicles that were on the side, everybody would have taken like death damage from that. Everybody would have died. Let's go for this, see how hard we hit. Boom! We hit him with the 1-shot. Usually I go for the 1-shot and I had to like go another turn after that to get rid of him. But like no, the 1-shot, that was a perfect ass run. But yeah, again, the missions on this one are gonna be clear the stage, nobody dies, and then clear with at least 2 blue mages on your team. And obviously we use Vonges and Ghost for that requirement. But guys, that is it for like a little tutorial on like the Hall of Illusion. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this was helpful to y'all. If y'all have any questions, comment down below, let me know. Also like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But that's gonna be it for your boy DeadmanVince signing out. Peace.